Welcome to Fairy Tales English Journey. Today we will explore a famous story from ancient Greece. Have you ever wondered where spiders come from? The answer lies in a tale of great skill and terrible pride. Listen closely as we unfold the story of a mortal girl who dared to challenge a powerful goddess. Long ago in a small village, there lived a young woman named Arachne. She was not a princess or a queen. She was the daughter of a humble dye maker. Her father colored wool in deep shades of purple. Arachne grew up surrounded by bright colors and soft threads. She discovered a very special talent. Arachne became a weaver. She used a wooden loom to turn threads into beautiful cloth. Her hands moved like magic. People from all over the land came to watch her work. Even the nymphs of the forest left their trees to see her beautiful creations. Everyone agreed she was the best weaver in the world. Her cloth was so fine it felt like a soft breeze. The pictures she wove looked incredibly real. Birds seemed to fly across the fabric. Flowers looked like they were blooming right there. People whispered that her talent must be a gift from the gods. They thought Athena herself must have taught the young girl. Athena was the goddess of wisdom and crafts. She was a powerful and respected goddess in ancient Greece. She invented the loom and taught mortals how to weave. It was a great compliment to be compared to Athena. But Arachne did not like this comparison at all. She was very proud of her own hard work. Arachne frowned when people mentioned the goddess. She told everyone that she taught herself everything she knew. She said no god or goddess helped her. Her pride grew bigger every single day. She began to boast loudly about her skills. She claimed her weaving was much better than the weaving of Goddess Athena herself. The villagers gasped when they heard these words. It was very dangerous to insult the gods. The gods demanded respect from all mortals. But Arachne simply laughed at their fears. She stood by her loom and shouted to the sky. She challenged Athena to come down and prove who was the absolute best weaver. High up on Mount Olympus, Athena heard the bold challenge. The goddess was angry but decided to give the girl a chance. Athena disguised herself as an old woman with gray hair. She walked slowly with a heavy wooden cane. She traveled down to the village and entered the small weaving room of Arachne. The old woman looked at Arachne with kind eyes. She offered the young weaver some wise advice. She told Arachne to be humble and ask the goddess for forgiveness. She said true wisdom comes from respecting those who came before us. The old woman warned that foolish pride always leads to a very bad ending. Arachne stopped weaving and glared at the old woman. She refused to listen to the wise words. She told the old woman to save her breath. Arachne declared she was not afraid of any goddess. She repeated her challenge loudly for everyone to hear. She wanted a weaving contest right then and right there. The old woman dropped her heavy wooden cane. Her gray hair disappeared in a bright flash of light. She grew tall and radiant. The disguise melted away to reveal the glorious goddess Athena. She wore a shining helmet and carried a golden spear. The villagers fell to their knees in great fear and deep respect. Arachne was surprised, but she did not bow down. Her pride kept her standing tall before the goddess. Athena looked at the stubborn girl and accepted the challenge. 2 wooden looms were quickly set up in the room. The contest between a mortal and a goddess was about to begin. The whole village watched silently. Athena took her place at the first wooden loom. Arachne stood confidently at the second wooden loom. They both gathered their colorful threads. The air felt heavy with excitement and fear. Nobody dared to make a single sound. The ultimate test of skill and talent started with the swift movement of their expert hands. Athena wove with threads made of clouds and sunlight. Her hands moved with perfect grace and divine power. She created a grand picture of the powerful gods on Mount Olympus. She showed Zeus sitting on his magnificent throne. The weaving displayed the absolute majesty and the ultimate authority of the great gods above. In the corners of her tapestry, Athena wove warnings. She showed stories of mortals who had challenged the gods. She depicted the terrible punishments those foolish mortals received. It was a clear message to Arachne. The goddess wanted to show the mortal girl one last time that pride would only bring total destruction and sorrow. Arachne ignored the warning completely. She focused on her own loom with intense determination. Her fingers flew across the threads with incredible speed. She used silk dyed in the richest colors of the earth. She decided to weave a very different kind of story. She wanted to show the flaws of the mighty gods. Arachne wove pictures of the gods making terrible mistakes. She showed them acting foolishly and treating mortals badly. Her tapestry was a bold insult to Mount Olympus, but her weaving was absolutely perfect. Every thread was in the right place. The colors blended together like a beautiful painting. It was a true masterpiece of art. The contest lasted for many long hours. Finally, both weavers stepped back from their wooden looms. The villagers looked at the two tapestries in pure amazement. Athena looked at the work of the mortal girl. The goddess saw that the weaving of Arachne was completely flawless. There was not a single mistake in the cloth. Athena felt a mix of deep admiration and burning anger. She could not deny the incredible talent of the young girl. But the disrespect in the pictures made her furious. Arachne had used her great gift to mock the gods. This was an insult that the powerful goddess of wisdom could never ever forgive. Athena raised her hand and pointed at the tapestry of Arachne. The beautiful cloth ripped into 1,000 tiny pieces. The flawless masterpiece was completely destroyed in one single moment. Arachne gasped in shock and horror. Her greatest work of art was gone forever. She finally realized the terrible mistake she had just made. Athena then touched the forehead of the young weaver. Guilt and shame flooded the heart of Arachne. The mortal girl felt a crushing weight of sadness. She understood that she could never defeat a god. Her foolish pride had ruined her entirely. She ran away from the room filled with tears and deep despair. Arachne could not bear the heavy shame. She felt her life had no more meaning without her weaving. She went to the dark forest and found a strong tree. She took a rope and decided to end her own life. She tied the rope around a thick branch. She wanted to escape her terrible sadness. Athena watched from afar and felt a sudden wave of pity. The goddess did not want the talented girl to die. She wanted to teach her a lesson but not destroy her entirely. Athena quickly threw a magical herb onto the rope. The magic changed the rope, and it changed the young girl too. The rope turned into a delicate, silky web. Arachne began to shrink down in size. Her arms and legs grew very thin and long. Her body became small and round. Her human shape completely disappeared. In just a few moments, the proud young woman was gone. A tiny creature hung from the delicate, silky web. Athena spoke to the tiny creature with a booming voice. She told Arachne that she would live on. She commanded her to weave forever and ever, but she would no longer weave beautiful tapestries for people to admire. She would weave delicate webs in the dark corners of the world. This was her eternal punishment. Arachne had been transformed into the very first spider. She kept her incredible skill for weaving, but now she used it to build sticky webs to catch tiny insects. She spun her silk from her own body. She worked silently in the shadows. Her beautiful art was reduced to a simple tool for basic survival. From that day forward, spiders spread across the world. They carry the name of the proud young weaver. Scientists even call the spider family arachnids in her honor. Every time you see a spider spinning a web, you are watching the legacy of Arachne. You are seeing the ancient punishment of the goddess Athena. This ancient Greek story teaches us many important lessons. The most obvious lesson is about the danger of extreme pride. Arachne had a wonderful gift, but she let it inflate her ego. She thought she was better than everyone else. She even thought she was better than the divine beings who created the whole world. It is very good to be proud of your hard work. It is wonderful to develop your talents and share them with others. But true greatness always includes a little bit of humility. We must remember that there is always someone who knows more than we do. We must always respect our teachers and guides. Arachne forgot to be grateful. She refused to acknowledge the inspiration that comes from the world around us. She claimed all the glory for herself alone. This selfish attitude blinded her to the truth. She could not see the danger she was putting herself in. Her arrogance led directly to her own tragic downfall. The story also shows us the power of art. Arachne used her weaving to tell a bold story. She used her loom to speak her mind against powerful rulers. Her art was so perfect that even a goddess could not find a flaw. Art is a very strong way to express our deepest thoughts. But with great power comes great responsibility. Arachne used her powerful art to insult and to mock. She focused on the negative actions of others instead of creating something positive. If she had woven a story of beauty and peace, things might have ended differently. Our words and our creations have very real consequences. Let us also look at the character of Goddess Athena. She was the goddess of wisdom, but she still lost her temper. She was angry when she saw the insults woven into the cloth. Even the wisest beings can feel jealousy and anger. The ancient Greeks believed their gods had very human emotions and flaws. Athena did show mercy in the end. She saved Arachne from death by turning her into a spider, but this mercy was also a very harsh punishment. The goddess made sure that Arachne would always remember her mistake. Every single web she spins is a reminder of the weaving contest she had with the goddess. Have you ever felt too proud of something you did? Have you ever boasted about your skills to your friends? It is a very normal human feeling. We all want to be recognized for our special talents. But we must learn to balance our pride with kindness and respect for the people around us. When we learn a new language like English, we must also be humble. We will make many mistakes along the way. We might pronounce a word wrong or use the wrong grammar. That is perfectly okay. We must not let our pride stop us from trying again. Mistakes are simply steps on the learning journey. Imagine if Arachne had listened to the old woman. Imagine if she had apologized for her boasting. She could have been a famous teacher of weaving. She could have shared her skills with the whole world. Instead, she lost her human life and became a tiny bug. Her story is a very powerful warning. The next time you see a spiderweb, take a very close look. Notice how perfectly the threads are arranged. Notice how strong and delicate it is at the exact same time. It is a true marvel of nature. The spider works tirelessly to create its home. It is a master builder and a weaver. The web is beautiful, especially when covered in morning dew. The tiny water drops shine like diamonds in the sun. It reminds us of the beautiful tapestries Arachne used to make. Her talent was never truly lost. It was just transformed into something different. Nature holds many stories if we only take time to look. Learning English is like weaving a large tapestry. You start with a few simple threads. These threads are the basic words and the simple rules of grammar. Slowly, you weave them together to make sentences. With practice and patience, your sentences become paragraphs. Your paragraphs become beautiful stories that you can share with everyone. Sometimes your threads might get tangled. You might feel frustrated and want to stop weaving. Do not give up when things get difficult. Untangle the words and try one more time. Every great weaver started as a beginner. Every fluent speaker started by learning just one single word. Your dedication will bring great results. In our modern world, we still talk about the ancient Greek myths. These stories are thousands of years old, but they still teach us very valuable things today. Human nature has not changed very much since the days of ancient Greece. We still struggle with pride and anger and the desire to be the best. Reading fairy tales and ancient myths is a wonderful way to learn English. The stories are exciting and full of magic. They capture our imagination and keep us interested. While we enjoy the magical adventures, we also learn new vocabulary. We see how sentences are built in a very natural and enjoyable way. Remember the vocabulary words from this story. Words like weaver and loom and tapestry are very useful. Words like arrogant and humble and divine describe the characters perfectly. Try to use these new words in your own daily conversations. Practice makes your English skills stronger every single day. You are building your own masterpiece. We hope you enjoyed the story of Arachne the Weaver. She was a mortal who dared to challenge the mighty goddess Athena. Her tale is a fascinating journey into the ancient past. It is a story of incredible talent and foolish pride. It is a myth that explains the wonders of the natural world. Fairy Tales English Journey is dedicated to bringing you the best stories. We want to help you improve your English listening skills. We want to make learning a fun and magical experience. Every video is designed to teach you something new. We carefully choose words that are easy to understand and very helpful. Please share this story with your friends and your family. Talk about the lessons of Arachne and Athena together. Ask each other questions about the tale. Discuss what you would have done if you were the young weaver. Speaking about the story in English is a fantastic way to practice your new language skills. Do not forget to subscribe to our channel for more amazing stories. We have many more fairy tales and myths waiting for you. Each story will take you on a brand new adventure. You will meet brave heroes and wise queens and magical creatures. You will learn English while exploring the wonders of the world. Leave a comment below and tell us what you think. Do you think the punishment of Athena was fair or too harsh? Have you ever seen a very beautiful spiderweb in your garden? We love reading your comments and practicing English with you. Your thoughts make our learning community stronger and much more fun. Thank you so much for watching and listening today. Keep practicing your English and keep weaving your own beautiful stories. Stay humble and always be kind to others. We will see you next time on Fairy Tales English Journey. Have a wonderful day filled with learning and magic and joy. Goodbye for now, my friends.